Okay. Hey, it's the Rec Show podcast, and today we have a guy that lets us use his studio. That's what I'm trying to say. Kris McCreery from McCreerys Home Furnishings in Sacramento, and you guys have been in Sacramento for a long time.
We have been, yeah. We are 65 years, going on 65 years. Yeah. This November is our 65th anniversary, and part of the third generation here.
Oh, it's the third generation. I was going to ask, was it your dad or your grandfather started the company?
Yeah. My grandfather started the company, in 1955. My grandparents, they moved.
Okay.
Yeah, they were in Pennsylvania. They heard about a store in Sacramento. I'm not sure how.
Wow.
I mean, at that point, they didn't have fax. They had horse and buggy, maybe. I don't know.
What year was it that they came out?
Well, I'm not really good at math, so it would be 2020 minus 1955, which is
okay.
Well, what is that? Anyone got a calculator?
Yeah, somebody there? No.
What's that? 65. 1965.
Wow, that's a long time to continue the same business, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and now you're the third generation to run the furniture store. And I know you've done some other things other than being involved in the family business. So
Sure.
What brought you back to the family business?
So I've done a number of different gigs. Just kind of, I've always been really interested. I've always loved business.
Okay.
And in college, a buddy of mine, we started a web development company. We were just kids at the time.
Right.
We actually signed more clients than anticipated, and
wow.
it was kind of wild. But
Nice.
that was a great learning experience. I exited that company, a year later, and then I decided that I needed to get more serious with getting my degree. I was never good at math, clearly, as the evidence says for the record, right? We already know that.
Yeah.
I was never good at math, so I wanted to get a degree that I wouldn't have to use those skills, math skills. So it was liberal arts at first, and then I realized, maybe I should do something a little bit more. So then it was communications, right?
Okay.
And then I was getting ready to transfer to Sac State, and then my dad kind of tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Hey, why don't you come in, work with the marketing manager at McCreerys, and just kind of see how that goes.
Right.
And you got a unique skill set, with web technologies,
Right.
you can help the company."
Right.
And I said, "Yeah, sounds great," because before that, quite honestly, furniture really wasn't my thing. It just kind of. I just didn't really. I was too young, I think, to appreciate fine furniture.
Family business, and,
Right.
and you had other interests and passions that you kind of followed, and
Sure.
And so you were thinking, hey, it's the furniture business. There's nothing wrong with the furniture business.
Right.
It's a great business to be in, but
Right.
You're kind of a tech guy. You're kind of a TV production guy, so I can definitely see you kind of moving off on your own path at least for a little bit. Right?
Yeah. And so, I came in, I worked with the marketing manager at the time, and I think it might have been 2 weeks into it. He was like, "Hey, this is a lot of fun. Chris, I think this is a good time for me to retire."
Okay.
And so he just retired.
Wow. And you weren't expecting that at all. You were just like, hey, I'm going to go work in the family business, and I'm going to use some of the skills and talents that I've developed in other areas. And, and stuff. The thing I think that's unique about you and kind of your vision, because we've talked quite a bit just hanging out together in your TV studio, and that you kind of have a different vision, kind of a modern vision to kind of reach a new audience for the furniture store, for the furniture company. And maybe you could talk about that a little bit, how you see social media working, how you see podcasts, how you see that kind of technology really helping in a marketing way.
Yeah, I think that innovation is the name of the game, and basically mastering communication. It's my goal to have McCreerys communicate as a company the best that we can, because like I say, if we don't tell our story, and other people tell it for us, right? And I want to be the ones to tell our story. So it's just an evolution of different tools that people use to communicate.
Right.
And with social media, it's this amazing platform to reach a vast audience and to reconnect with clients, and allows for a lot of engagement and a lot of back and forth, and just allows us to really tell the story, our unique story of who we are, what we do, and why we love Sacramento.
Yeah, and I think one of the concepts that you and I have discussed a couple of times is, a Facebook, an Instagram, even a Twitter, basically can be your own TV station. It can be where you're sending out that message about your company on a daily or weekly basis, to where you're really having regular communication with your fans or new customers and letting people know who you are. And I think you do a great job of that with the store. Oh,
well, thank you, Rex. And it's great to have you here as well. When we first built the studio, we built it for the Jerry Reynolds show, and then we realized, this is an amazing place to really communicate and to tell stories. And more than that, I'm already in the furniture business. I didn't want to get into the studio business, but it's great to partner with creators like yourself, where you can use the studio and reach your audience and help small businesses along the way. That I think it's just a really it dovetails together quite nicely.
Yeah, I think, what we've seen from what we do, I spent, 30 years on the radio, and obviously those talents that were developed as a radio and TV personality really work well on social media. They really, because you're able to tell a story.
Sure.
You're able to tell that and compress time.
Right.
Hopefully in a short, because I think, nobody has a lot of time to watch something, right?
Sure.
These days. They just don't.
Well, sometimes not. It surprises you. I mean, there really is. It's kind of the end of both spectrums, because, you look at Joe Rogan's long-form podcast where people regularly tune in for 3 hours plus, right? And then you look at the shorter podcast, which is both successful content. I think that it just comes down to, is there value in that message?
Right.
Are people listening to that? Are they getting something out of it? Are they entertained? Are they
informed?
Yep. And so it comes down to that. But you're right.
Yeah, and so, not that we don't do longer form things, but a lot of stuff we do is, say, 30 seconds to, maybe a minute or something.
Yeah.
And we get great results with that. But it's because we're putting so much stuff out there that people are able to really see the story kind of develop. Right?
Exactly.
Online, and they're able to, oh, wow, that's McCreerys again, and wow, they have this sale going on, or they have this new product. I didn't know they carried those.
Yeah.
And so it's a real opportunity for you to establish a relationship with the audience that's out there.
Sure. Yeah. I think Gary Vee coined it. Someone else might have coined it before, but they call it the attention economy.
Right.
Where, you need to constantly be, putting out quality content, reaching those customers, because, you got to be part of that conversation now. We like it or not. We spend, most of our day on social media platforms. Well, not a lot of people do, at least equal to or more than TV.
Well, it's right there on our phone. We pick up our phone, and one of the things most people do when they pick up their phone is maybe they scroll through Facebook. I'm not saying they spend a lot of time on there unless something catches their attention.
I probably spend more time.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. It's my business now, so I'm probably on there way too much. Okay, but so people are having a relationship with their phone, which enables them to see your content that you've created, you've produced, or what have you. And so you can put messages on there quite frequently for people to see you and go, oh, hey, there's that Rex guy again, or there's Kris from the furniture store, or what have you. Right.
And I think that social media, not only that, it's an amazing platform for us to tell our story of our product and our quality, because we are unlike any furniture store in Sacramento. 90% of our business is done with special order, and people come in here, they work with our designers, that comes complimentary, with the experience, and they really have the opportunity to design something completely custom. So with our leather manufacturers, they can choose the different hides, they can choose different nail trims, they could choose frames. It's a very custom experience where no one would have that exact same sofa anywhere else. And same with our upholstery, and same with our dining or case good manufacturers. That really is our niche.
Right.
It's custom home furnishings, and we offer complementary design services that oftentimes, a lot of our clients don't realize how the services that we provide, but our designers provide the same caliber of service that a lot of those hourly paid designers receive. And it comes completely complementary with the purchase and experience here at McCreerys.
Yeah, and you've kind of rebranded the store to really send that message home of, hey, we have designers here that can help you get the couch, or if you're thinking about, kind of redesigning your home, they can help you really coordinate everything. And I think that's an important message these days, right?
Yeah, I think that experience matters. I think that, people who are really good at bringing the vision together matters. I think people always it's one thing to go furniture shopping and look through, different options, but to really have that expert say, hey, this is the best piece, or this is what really would bring that vision together, I think takes a lot of the stress out of the shopping experience.
Yeah, I think so. I think people are nervous about making a furniture experience, right? Or a purchase.
Right.
And so am I going to get the right couch? Is that going to fit right in the house? Am I going to like the way that feels as I sit on it? That chair, will that go with? And so there's a lot of apprehension, I think.
Yeah.
In people, it's kind of like, oh, I think I like that.
Right.
But I'm not really sure. And then, whoever makes the decision is like kind of unsure about that decision. And so to have that helping hand there that you guys have through the design help is probably very, very beneficial.
Yeah, I think, a lot of clients might have say, I love traditional, but I also have, a liking for contemporary. How do I blend these styles together?
Right.
How do I merge these styles and really create a living space that is perfect place for, families to hang out and spend time? And let's face it, we're spending more time at home than ever before.
Yeah, how important has that become?
Yeah.
Being comfortable in your home, because we've all been kind of locked in our home for a while now.
Yeah, yeah, and I think what's great about the products that we carry is we've always worked with domestic manufacturers, and so we have the largest selection of made in America furniture manufacturers here at McCreerys. And so where we hear a lot of other manufacturers or a lot of other stores, they're out, like sometimes 5, 6, 7, 8 or more months to special order product. We're still within our 9 to 12 week window for domestic products, which is great. So 9 to 12 weeks might sound like a lengthy period of time for a custom order, but that piece is completely custom and built to spec for that customer. And that has always kind of been the time frame that's taken to receive those products. But
that's the upholstery you want, the style you want, and you're going to have that fit perfectly into your home.
Yep.
Yeah. How important is the customer service that you guys give at McCreerys? The thing I notice about something that you do that I don't notice other furniture stores do is you guys use video a lot to show people what's in the store without them even walking in the store, which I think is terrific.
Yeah. So we launched our Designer on Demand program where they can video chat. So a client can video chat with one of our designers, and our designers can walk them through the design process. And so they could work with, colors, swatches, fabrics, upholstery, what have you. And they're able to connect with our clients at their convenience.
Sure.
Where our clients, they choose to come in or not. Sometimes it's just more convenient for them to work with our designers, from their own home.
Yeah, and something else I think you do on your Facebook page is that, there's video showing you the store, showing you maybe a couch or a certain product, and you can really get, without leaving your home, really get an idea of what that is, and maybe that's something that's really going to fit into your home.
Yeah. So our virtual tour is another piece of tech that we launched, and we digitized our entire 50,000 square foot showroom, and it allows people a very immersive experience where from their own home, they can go and browse our entire showroom. And so they can see everything we have to offer. And I have heard really good things about it. It's a very immersive experience. And once again, it's just one of those ways of putting our customers first, where they can, from the convenience of their own home, shop and browse and check out our selection before even having to come in.
Right.
And that takes a lot of, time out of the furniture journey. Let's face it, furniture shopping is a lengthy experience.
Can be,
and a lot of clients, either choose not to or just don't really enjoy spending their entire weekends going furniture shopping for the perfect furniture piece. So before they even come into McCreerys, they can browse our selection and see if they like what we have.
Right. And another benefit to that too is the touchless customer experience. You don't even really have to come into the store. You can look at everything online. Obviously, you can call the store and reach out to the store and say, hey, I saw the couch that you had on Facebook. I really like that. Is it possible to get it in a different color? And that's when, that can be an order that's fit right to their needs, right?
Yep. So we have our vendors have hundreds of options, and sometimes that could be a little bit overwhelming, but that's why our design services come complimentary. And so our designers really, take our customers by the hand and say, hey, do you like this? Do you, want to put this together? And really it's putting our customers first, whether our clients, want to take a front row seat in the design experience, or whether they choose to delegate that to more of our design team.
Sure.
It's up to them to experience that. It's their furniture journey.
That's a nice option to have, though.
Right.
Sometimes you need a little more help, right?
Sure. Yep.
To find that perfect furniture piece for your home.
Yep.
And other times you have a really good idea of what you want in your home.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank Kris for being on the podcast today. And of course, you can check out the Facebook page. What's the Facebook page, Kris?
So it's facebook.com/McCreerys.
All right. Thanks so much. So if you're looking for some furniture, check out the Facebook page and come on down and visit right here in Sacramento. What's your guys' address?
It's 3140 Auburn Boulevard, Sacramento, 95821.
Right off the 80 freeway. So it's easy. You can even see it right under the big red awning.
Big red awnings. Yep. Can't miss it. Yep.
All right. Thanks for joining us on the Rec Show podcast. We'll catch you next time. Cool. I thought that went good.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
So,